All right, well, welcome to episode 26 of the AboutBeverages.com podcast. We have decided to start the year on a little bit of a
sour note.
Sour note. There you go. I like that.
Absolutely.
Did you just think of that?
No. Thought of that a long time ago, but I'm glad I got to finally use it on the air.
Actually, on the air. And returning champion, we have brought Eric back once again as well. Thank you for coming over.
I'm glad to be here.
We brought him back because he was bringing the beer.
It's true. I did.
Full disclosure, as we do,
Yes.
the beers we are trying today on our Sour Note podcast are courtesy of this gentleman right here.
Imported directly from Portland, Oregon.
That's right.
And someone actually brought these to you as well, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to thank him?
Yes, absolutely. I'd like to thank Bud Butterfield for delivering these.
That guy.
Yes.
Wait, his name's really Bud Butterfield?
It really is.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
It occurred to me one day, I was sitting there thinking, and he was like, I'm heading to Portland. And then I was like, hey, Cascade Brewing's there. And
Wheels turned. And
yeah, and I just threw it out there. I was like, hey, man, if you're coming down and you're willing to, I'm willing to pay you for your trouble and, take you out to lunch or whatever. And he brought me a case of delicious goodness. So
that's what we have here today. So it's not only specifically sour beers, but they're all from one brewery, and that's
right,
Cascade
Brewing. Yeah.
And they started, it was just a couple of guys. They got together. They realized, I'll look their names up. Actually, their names are down here at the bottom.
Right.
I don't have to look them up.
I knew they were
yeah,
right
they're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started, and it was pretty much, they realized the beer scene that was growing in the Pacific Northwest. It was something that they had wanted to do. They both had experience not only in home brewing, but also the one gentleman in actually working for another brewery and
Right.
setting up their whole system. He was the engineer of it.
Right.
And they finally decided, hey, let's do this, but we don't want to get into the whole hop arms race. And they looked around. They said, what's not really being touched? What is the American market missing? And they said sours.
And that's what now, are they exclusively sours?
Sours and barrel aging, right?
Yeah,
Probably
quite a bit. But it seems to be that the trend, everything that I tried at the Great American Beer Festival a couple years ago was all sours. There was nothing there that didn't have that tang or that delicious sour flavor. So,
And you just happened upon them, right?
I did actually. I happened to be kind of cruising the booths, and I stopped at Cascade. I like to give everyone a shot and see, what I like from them, what I don't. So I stopped there, and that was it. I was all over. I was taking pictures of the backdrop. I was like trying to remember all the beers, and it was all over. In fact, if I can find those on my computer, I'll shoot those.
Oh,
over
that
to
would be
you.
great. Yeah.
But that was it. It sealed the deal. I was like, okay, if I can get to Portland at some point, I will stop by this brewery and check it out. And then it just worked out that I was able to get shipment delivered. So, and It seems like they're pretty willing if we wanted to put forward a fair amount of money, they would ship.
They would actually take the time to ship. Whereas, which is very nice because again, kind of like we've mentioned before, these can be hard to find. Only certain places have them.
Right.
Like Cascade, they only doing a few states on the West Coast: Oregon, Washington, California, and then they go all the way to the East Coast, which. You would think if they've got trucks or things traveling that way that they'd want to stop in a few other places.
Right.
Perhaps Arizona.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Or just anywhere else closer, for gosh sakes.
Or Arizona.
Or Arizona.
Yeah.
Let's just get right to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything else, East Coast, New York, Florida, Massachusetts, things like that. So, But at least they will ship, though, which is nice. You don't quite get that out of some other breweries sometimes.
Yeah.
It can be difficult. And it's expensive anyway, but... We will find out. I'm sure this is. I'll just already put forth. I'm already feeling this is going to be worth it, but I would think so.
Well, and you basically just gave Bud an open-ended credit card.
Yeah,
I mean, you said, hey, well, or a purchase order, I guess.
I said, see if you can get me a case.
And he did, and these actually were filled right before his very eyes, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I believe the guy said, hey, it's going to be a few minutes. And, you know, so he sat down, may have had a brew, I'm not entirely sure, and then proceeded.
If he didn't, that's sad.
I know.
If he's into this kind of beer.
I don't know if sour's his style, but,
okay.
you know, he may have.
When in Rome.
He did hang out, and he said everyone there was delightful. The guy was really helpful, very friendly, and said, hey, it's going to take a few, and then bottled up. And they would only bottle a certain amount of each brew.
Oh, okay.
So, I think you're welcome to get a couple cases or whatever, but you're only going to get a handful of each type.
Each type. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to, I want a case of this one, or
Right.
a case you're going to get, no, you have 2 or 3 bottles
Right.
and then fill it out with other things.
Right.
Well, that's nice because then everyone gets to try these things. So
Sure.
it does take the time and effort, as we've talked about on previous
Right.
podcasts that you can find at AboutBeverages.com. A lot of work into these beers.
Yes, absolutely. You're talking a few years investment at the very least because of all the aging and all the processing that you're going to have to do to make something this amazing.
And you are sharing 3 with us today.
Right.
But how many types do you have, though?
I think there's 4.
4. Okay.
Right, and one's the Sang Noir.
And right off the bat, Eric said because of the Pliny the Elder incident, he said, I'm not bringing one of those over for you guys.
I was joking about
know.
that, but
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Every joke is a grain of truth. That's what makes it so humorous.
So,
But maybe we'll enjoy that at a later date.
Actually, I'm
So-
looking here. They do other. They do porters and other IPAs and things too.
Yeah.
But this is kind of where they really made their mark.
Right.
They hit the Great American Beer Festival in mid 2000s.
Right.
Started having people try these. They started winning awards, and it's really just kind of grown from there.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this numerous times, and we've done a multitude of different sour ales now at this point. But I just think it's a growing market that is actually going to take some areas by force. I mean, I don't think people are real familiar, and I think it's growing quite a bit. So
It is.
to people like you sharing it with people like us, and we're sharing with you.
Right.
We're hoping to continue to beat that drum, beat the
Absolutely.
sour beer drum.
Yeah, and maybe get some of those great brewers to deliver some of their goods to us
That's
here
right.
in Arizona.
We hope.
You know who you are.
Russian River.
And you actually, the one you think you had at the Great American Beer Festival, or one of them, was the Bourbonic Plague,
Right.
which is one of their.
Yes.
That was a gold medal winner
Yeah.
4 or 5
And
years ago.
As
And
soon as
still
you
is, I
said
think.
that, it popped right in my mind, and yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, that's just a great name, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
that is really
Hilarious.
good. And well, and the
Yeah.
other one that
Awesome.
won that year also was Vlad the Imp Ailer,
Yes.
and that's great
That's
too.
good
That's
too.
genius.
That is
Yeah.
genius right there. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 3 beers that we're going to be trying today,
Right.
and the 3 are you were just listing them off. So we've got
So we're gonna do the apricot here, the apricot ale, and then I believe the next one we're gonna work into is the vine, and we're gonna finish off with the cherry ale. So I think a good assortment, and I think we've got a good plan for the lineup.
We'll
So-
find
Yeah.
out, and we all kind of took a little vote, decided which one we would start with, and this is the one we thought we would start with and build upon layers of flavor.
build our layers of flavor.
We'll
Yeah, so
see.
hopefully we've got a pretty decent order here, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
So
All right.
we've got the apricot here. It's 8.4% alcohol. Now, how much was the fill for this?
Well, they're costly. I think after I got the case here, it worked out to about $25 a bottle.
Okay, and that was kind of with shipping and your payola and everything
Yeah,
else. Okay.
right. Yeah. So
Greasing wheels and all those other
yeah,
kinds of things.
yeah.
Okay.
Slip- doing the handshake with the money and the
exactly.
Yeah.
What corner did this happen on? You just dropped them off.
It's can't talk about the corner or the back alley parking lot that we were in. It was dangerous. Very
It was
dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah. So.
So what? Let's see. This one. Now, did you actually give him a list at all, or did you just say whatever you can get because you were just trusting that way?
Honestly, what I did is I went right online. I looked it up, and I was like, "This is the brewery. Here's a picture of the beers that are available." And I said, "Get what you can." Specifically, I would have probably leaned more towards the Vine or even the Sang Noir, but what he brought, I'm content with because they're all sour styles. And I was very specific. I said they've got to be the sour style ales from Cascade.
Right.
So he walked in there, talked to them, got us a good assortment. and I'm happy as can be.
Made it happen. All
So-
right. So
so-
now we need to make it happen.
Right. So the apricot, let me just kind of get into some specifics here, is it's a sour ale. It is a blend of blondes, strong blondes, and triples.
Nothing
Okay.
like a strong blonde to make it better.
That's right.
And a blend.
And a blend, no less.
A blend of them,
Right.
of course.
They're all obviously barrel aged, 6 to 12 months. And then the big thing here is that they're aged on a bed of fresh apricots
Right.
for an additional 8 to 10 months. The
Right.
bottle actually says 10, the website
Yeah.
says 8, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably just kind of depends on when they hit that right kind of flavor profile. So
Now, this is the 2011 project, so I'm sure, they've got just ever progressing barrel rotation of amazing sours coming out in the future, so check it out.
These are somewhat, young in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like
yeah,
you
these
said-
are everything we're going to be trying today is actually right around a year or even a little
Mhm.
bit less. So,
So
that's,
now sour beer, is that kind of like scotch? Is it aging while it's in the bottle? Or is it...
you want to do the honors on that one?
Is it...
It felt a little more exciting.
Oh, yeah. It's got some strength here. I know.
I'm ready for the.
Gentle.
That's right.
Gentle pressure. Tap it in. Oh, that was a good sound.
I think. Oh, you did that
There we go.
perfectly. Nice. Good job.
Oh,
Under
did you get that right off the bat?
I'm not
Wow.
getting over here. Oh, I'm getting it now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a brave man to pour over your iPad.
Yes, you are. This is a man with no fear.
That's a man with
That's
no
a man who
fear.
paid $100 extra to Best Buy so he can go get another.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if anything breaks.
Let me tell you, I should have done that.
Before your children accidentally tossed
Right.
it to the ground.
Yes, accidentally moved it around for me and gently tossed it onto the tile floor. Wow, already that smells delightful, and it's not even near my nose.
Again, pretty strong effervescence. Wow, you can even.
Yeah, that's those very tiny little champagne bubbles.
Yep.
A nice golden hue, not see-through by any means.
It reminds me actually of an apricot.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
right in those colors.
Yeah.
Where you get the little bit of orange, you get the little bit of golden.
Yeah, it's like golden on the outside with a deep yellow, amber kind of
Yeah.
orangey in the center there.
Yeah, really good description. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you instantly get that sour tang.
Oh, there's definitely that
It just-
lactic kind of
Yeah.
like thing
Yeah,
going on in
that's-
there.
That's the thing.
It's making my mouth water
It
almost
is.
just by the aroma, right?
I'm so ready for this.
It's taking another minute though. Like, what else are we getting here? We're getting a little.
Obviously apricot.
Yeah.
I'm getting pomegranate. No, I'm just kidding.
Apricot and
We're
the-
gonna
and
have
the
to
sour.
cancel
Oh,
this.
yeah, exactly. your nose is all. I'm all buckwheat and hints of.
Yeah. I get clove in there. No.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, the triple, perhaps.
There is something a
Yeah,
little.
totally
There's a
feel-
little spice.
There's a
note.
little-
yeah.
very hint. Just a very.
There's a
small hint.
little banana
Almost.
or something in there,
Yeah,
like right
it
at the
is
back.
That kind of sweet banana.
That smells so amazing. And then at the if you take a really good whiff, there is that like vinegar, that cider vinegar
Yeah,
kind of note,
the
or
sour-
like yeah,
Yeah.
that really hits in there. But
Yeah.
wow, gosh, this smells awesome. Oh, I don't think I've ever been this excited to
I
take
know.
a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers, definitely.
Just that is exactly what I remember. This is the exact experience I had at the Great American Beer Festival when I first tasted Cascade. It was just that instant note of sour pucker, and just it delighted my palate. I was so happy.
And this time you thought ahead enough to bring another pair of shorts to change
Yes,
it.
yeah,
exactly.
Which, if you guys don't mind,
So I got the tablecloth. It's not just for the beers.
good, easy cleanup.
Yeah. Wow, this is just like this is so good. I can't. I'm
It
just
hits
like
me at the front, and then it like does a little leap, and then goes right to the back, and then just
The effervescence just really hits it
yeah.
with all the apricot and stuff like that.
All I can say is at $25 or even $40 a bottle, it would be worth it.
Wow.
I love it.
Don't tell them that because they may start charging
I know.
more.
I hope they don't.
Or your friend will be like, you owe me an extra 10.
Yes. You're going to need to take me to several lunches to
Yeah,
pay this off.
yeah. You owe me more than soup.
It's nice. You get a little bit of that fruitiness right up front, and then just that nice sour kind of feel at the back.
It's surprising from the nose, too. Not that it was overwhelming, but there's definitely the apricot is really nicely balanced in there. It's not like fake wine cooler fruit apricot or whatever.
No.
You know, it's a very natural, wonderful flavor in there mixed with
I would agree.
all those other things. And yeah, it does almost do that. It's like you get the little bit at the front,
Yeah.
and then it does almost make a leap, and it goes right to the back, and it just
Flavor sour.
yeah, it's almost like it's wrestling the back of my tongue for like, now you're going to be a little more effervescent. Okay, now you're going to be sour.
Yeah. My tongue is just like, woo.
Yeah, it's like alive.
Finally, a good style of beer to actually use fruit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
true.
honestly, I was a little concerned when I saw the apricot. I was like, I'm not sure where this is going to go, but I'm delighted by it. I like this quite a bit.
That's quite delicious.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing when you spend that kind of money and like it that much.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You know what? I would say I would gladly probably put forward money for another case of this to get down my way.
Yeah, this is really
I'm
good.
glad to
Yeah.
do you today for a case of sour beers I can drink tomorrow.
That's right.
Exactly. I like it.
All right, well, we're going to actually go off camera here and finish these because these are too delicious to do anything else with. But when we come back in just a minute, we will have another beer.
Right.
All right, so we are on to sour beer number 2.
Exciting.
That's right. This, like I said, I don't know if it's going to top the apricot, but this one's completely different, so we
Right.
don't have to compare it to that.
Right.
That's right.
Which is a good thing.
They're just
A
sour
new
beers.
style.
That's right, a new style. So this is the Vine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Right.
So
Yep.
Um,
It's a 2011 batch, aged in oak with grapes.
okay, aged in oak.
Yeah.
That's right up my alley. 'Cause
Yeah.
I do enjoy the
I
oak
wonder what
aging.
kind of grapes? Well, we'll probably be able to tell from the color.
Himalayan grapes?
Himalayan mountain grapes?
Could be. Actually, interesting fact. I don't know if they used it for this specifically, but I was reading also that not only are they sourcing a lot of their hops, but Cascade also sources a lot of the fruits and things that they use from Pacific Northwest,
Oh,
from
yeah.
local growers
Right.
and things like that.
Right.
The apricots, grapes. Obviously, the next one we've got Bing cherries and
Sure.
and things in there. So that's a thing that they make a point of is to
Right.
try and do that.
Which is great. Keep it local.
Now, I quoted alcohol last time for the last one, and I was a little bit off. So I'm actually this one's correct.
9.7. 9.73.
9.73.
Wow.
So that is nicely accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which you do not always find.
Yeah.
This is once again, it's a blonde, barrel aged, 12 months, and fresh pressed white grapes.
White
they
grapes.
Age
There we go,
for
there
they
we go.
age for another 3 months.
Okay.
So now, what do you know? What is a white grape compared to a green or a red? Do you?
Well, it's probably a...
Is it just probably an earlier pick?
No,
Is it
I
probably a
would
little sweeter,
assume
or-
as opposed to like red grapes, they're saying white, like
It's-
white wine. Grape.
Yeah.
So like a white wine grape. Oh,
Yeah,
so
like
a green,
yeah.
a green
Chardonnay
grape then.
or a Sauvignon
Yeah.
Blanc.
Okay.
Or
All right.
Pinot Grigio or something.
Probably
If
not
it's
as
from the
intense in
Northwest, it's
flavor.
probably Pinot Grigios or Pinot Gris
Sauvignon.
that grow up
Yeah.
there. So maybe something like that. And Chardonnays grow in the Washington area, I know.
Well, they do have some nice wineries up there too.
Yes, they do.
I actually did visit Chateau Saint Michel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really cool. But they actually grow the grapes on the other side of the state, and the winery I was at was in Redmond, right by Red Hook.
Wow.
Yeah, when they were still Red Hook.
Before they were owned by Budweiser?
Right.
Oh, are they owned by Budweiser now?
Yeah. Before
It's
they
been a
sold
while,
out-
it's been-
Before they sold out to the Great Evil. Okay. This
Just
one?
like Goose Island.
Yeah.
That one's a little firmer on that one,
All
right?
Here we go. You got to give it the.
Oh, the push. Okay, I was trying to do the twist and it
Yeah.
wouldn't even move. Okay.
Sometimes you can't do the twist. Sometimes you got to give it.
Is that the Chuck Berry?
That's a twist. Peppermint twist, maybe.
Here we go.
We'll do that. We'll be ready again.
There
That's a
we
good
go.
sound.
Wow, you've done that twice now. That's like the perfect sound.
That one was much easier, actually.
Gentle pressure.
Gentle
Gentle.
pressure.
And you
Oh.
just learned he's not pouring over the iPad.
Yeah, well, at least
good.
on this one.
Look at how.
Unless you have that non-spill app going.
There's a windshield wiper that pops out.
That would be
You know
fun.
what I love about this? Right off the bat, instantly when you pour this, the aroma is right there.
It's all the effervescence. It's all the extra carbonation they
Yeah.
kind of put in here too.
Pushing it out for our enjoyment.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, it's more definitely more yellow gold.
Yeah, it's very golden, almost
Not-
that Belgian kind of. But
Yeah.
look at this.
Not quite
It's-
see-through,
It's
but
definitely got like a champagne quality. Look at all these tiny bubbles coming up off the sides.
Yeah, a lot, and just right
Yeah.
tight to the side
Yeah.
and really fast
Yeah.
moving bubbles.
That's a very champagne quality.
Very golden.
Yeah,
I threw a little
absolutely.
sediment in both of ours again. I
Uh-huh.
think.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely kind of a golden orange hue. Not like the apricot one.
Still cloudy again.
Yeah, but
Not as
it's,
cloudy,
It's
though.
clearer. It's
Yeah, it's
a
clearer.
clearer consistency
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
the last.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, hello.
hello.
How are you?
You say goodbye. I say hello.
Again, for me, I get that instant tang. Kind of that lactic acidy, the little bit
that's
of mouth
definitely
water.
This one seems right off the bat a little more sweet.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
more of that kind of going in there. A little hint of vanilla's pushing it, but there's a sweetness in there of a light, more of a candied sugar kind of
Sure.
thing, like something
Yeah.
like that, like a very light, like a confectioner's sugar or something, like a powdered sugar or something
Yeah.
like that. It's kind of
Yeah.
that thing, and not
that
a
sweetness.
right. What are you getting out of there?
Yeah. No, that's, no. Yeah, pretty much. I really don't have anything
Yes.
different to add to that. Guys are. I'm not getting anything different.
Definitely mouth-watering again.
I know.
It
It's
just
just weird
started-
how it does that.
I know.
You take that.
So I wonder what that
sniff
is.
and
Like,
then it must just.
it's something that sends a sensor to the brain that
Yeah.
says what
Yeah.
you're about to take into your
Yeah.
mouth. You need more liquid.
it instantly activates all
Activates
these
the
little
saliva
saliva
glands.
glands,
Yeah.
and it's just like, wow, I'm ready to drink this.
Are we?
I think.
I think
so.
we are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. First off, I don't think it's nearly as sour as the apricot.
No, it's definitely milder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't just like put this wall of sour up at the back.
No.
It's just even keeled, pretty mellow.
It's kind of a wave. You
Yeah.
almost feel it like
Yeah,
like
and it just
yeah.
kind of just travels along, rather than like
There's a lot of.
pack the flavor in and then bam, sour.
There's definitely a lot of mouth tingling.
Yeah.
Fruit though at the front. A lot of
Uh-huh.
the city is very lively.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree. It's not nearly as sour.
And I think that's probably some effect of the barrel.
Mhm.
I think that's kind of rounding out some of those flavors because you can tell that they're there, but then there's like this just kind of nice little
Yeah.
softening. I guess that'd be the word
Yeah.
I'm looking
I
for.
almost get like just a touch of wood at the back, just a little.
I get the carbonation is really intense on that though. I mean,
Yeah.
for some reason more so than the last one. Maybe because it's not as sour,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Yeah.
not taking up my tongue's time. So I'm getting the carbonation on that one a lot more.
Yeah, there is like a note of that on the back. A little bit of
Yeah.
wood kind of going on. Yeah, definitely. The more I drink this one, I do get a little more of the sweetness. I don't know if I would call out grapes if I wasn't reading that on the glass at all, but
You know what though? I was just gonna say I almost kind of got just like a hint after that last sip of kind of like white grape juice, almost a little bit.
it's a little Kolschy note in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm getting
more
like
of
almost
it.
a little honey too
That's-
at the end of it.
yeah.
There's a little sweet. Maybe that's the sweetness you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, it's
It's
definitely
like
yeah, it's-
a honey or agave or something, sort of sweetness to it.
that's very nice.
I think this is a well-rounded beer. It's even keeled. It's nice. It still gives you a hint of that sour, just not as pronounced as what we experienced in the apricot. So,
Well said. And with that, we will move on to sour beer number 3.
So for this next one, we're going up the creek
yep,
with a tulip
With-
glass, though.
with no paddle.
no paddle, but we've got a glass.
Our paddle is a tulip glass.
That's right.
And that's beer number 3.
Our glass. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The
Here we
Cascade Kriek Ale. This is brewed with, it's a blend of red ales, it says. Is that what
Mhm.
it said?
are. Right. With sour cherries and pie cherries.
And fresh Bing and sour pie
Oh,
cherries.
that's what it was.
Aged in, and this is aged in oak barrels, too.
So
Right.
it's aged in oak barrels for, is it?
Up to 8.
Up to 8 months, and then it's also aged on those cherries in for
Right.
another 8 months. So up to like 16 months worth of aging
Yeah.
going on with this one.
I'm expecting a light golden color with this one.
Almost see-through. So we may, yeah,
I
almost
hope
like
there's a-
tequila.
I'm hoping there's a major change in color here.
Yeah,
What-
I imagine there will.
There
be.
should
what if
be.
there's not?
We're in trouble.
They
No,
did
they're-
not fill the right
No,
bottle.
that's right.
You got the wrong
They
kind
made
of
a
bottle.
mistake.
This tastes just like the last one.
And these have all been, we haven't really talked about, all been similar in price, correct?
Right.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what you just kind of balanced out what they all came out
Pretty
to.
pretty much, you're talking $25 a bottle for
Shipping and payola.
yeah, exactly. Not including the lunch.
That's not including the lunch. Okay, so
No.
your mileage may vary depending on what kind of lunch you need to purchase
exactly
for
So,
someone. Lower in alcohol than the last one. We're down to
Right.
that 7 point. Well, actually, they're very specific. 7.62%.
Yeah. No guesstimating. No 7.5 or 7.75.
No,
It's
we know right what it is.
7.62.
I really appreciate. I kind of wish they'd go out to the 1,000th digit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're only gonna do hundreds, I guess it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I think even before we taste this one, I think we can make the assumption, Cascade Brewing, they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah,
They've got it.
These
they've got it
guys
down.
are on.
Oh, we got
point.
more.
Oh yeah, top it off.
Yeah, no.
Don't be
please,
shy.
Definitely.
Now the thing I'm gonna say is, you still get some of this tight bubble pattern, but it's not coming up the sides like it was previously.
Well, now, in the first one, I could see it, but it took a while to see it
yeah.
because of the color being so much darker.
Seems a little more similar to the first one,
Yeah.
as opposed to the second one was that really very champagne-y
Yes.
looking like
Well, but now
Yes.
think about it.
multiple
That one's
tight layers.
lighter. It was easier to see through it.
That's
this one's
true.
harder to see through.
possible.
But typically,
It seems like I'm getting more separation of those bubble columns, but
yeah.
we're splitting hairs. So you had a cork.
Oh, yeah,
you,
now
had,
I can see.
you had a cork perception.
Oh yeah,
I-
you
I-
know what? I see it
on the
his.
side.
Oh,
Right
you know
there.
what? Okay. Well, maybe very similar then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll tell
We
you
have
what.
changed our minds.
This is a beautiful, deep red. Definitely not going to be seeing through there anytime soon. So.
No. No, definitely
Beautiful.
definitely the effect of the cherries on that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, my cork perception was like some cinnamon, or that was at least from the cork. That's what I got.
I don't get that in here now.
Some big red gum.
At the very back, you're talking because that's kind of more of a blend of cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
There's like that
Yeah,
kind of
way back
yeah.
there. Oh shoot! I inadvertently tasted it.
We won't throw you out.
How was the 100th of an ounce you
it,
just
was
got?
it was totally by accident.
It was awesome. Oh, we got a little cork
That's
split.
the
There.
cork.
Little
No,
cork.
no, that's the one I smelled.
Oh yeah. Did you whiff the cork?
There's a little reminds me of some sort of autumn potpourri.
Yeah.
Did you ever used to get the cinnamon toothpicks when you were a kid?
Yeah. I could see that.
A little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So what else
It's
is
so
in
funny the stuff you used to have when you were a kid, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
candy cigarettes.
Oh,
It's like, really? Was that a good idea?
The ones that you could even blow out. the
Yeah,
little
because it had
puffs
the
of
extra
smoke.
sugar on
Yeah.
it. It's like, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah.
Brought to you by the Tobacco Industry of America.
That's right. We want to build your
And the Learning Channel.
smoking.
and the
yeah.
Learning
Oh
Channel.
yeah. Dumbing down America by the second. Wow.
Whoa,
Wow.
this was definitely last.
Yeah. This takes the cake in tartness.
Wow. Yeah. My whole tongue,
Yeah.
if that's
It
possible,
was-
feels like it wants to just roll up.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it was
wow.
an instant sour blast.
Wow. Yeah, that is full tart.
I will say though,
Whoa.
I like it.
Full tart is a smart tart.
This is like, you ever have those candies, the Warheads? Where it's
Oh
just
yeah.
like sour
Yeah.
punch right to your tongue.
And the carbonation again, it adds to that.
Yeah.
It makes it even more so.
Yeah.
Woo.
You will definitely have the sour beer face on this one.
There's not a chance that you won't.
No.
Oh yeah, that's like still doing that.
Man.
I want to hold it in my mouth to savor it a little more, and
You
I can't.
can't.
I almost can't.
There's no way possible.
It's a flavor war of
It's like
attrition.
trying to hold on to the sun.
It is like,
It is. Can't do it.
you know what? It is, you really get a lot of that tart cherry flavor at the back here, where, I mean, it just lingers. It's coating the top of my mouth, the back of my palate.
It's even like getting in the middle too. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh,
where the
yeah.
fruit is kind of starting, so it's
Mhm.
gathering up some of that tart.
Yeah.
But man, it just blasts to the back there too.
It'd be like a manly man contest to see who can hold that in your mouth the longest.
It would be.
Because that is, yeah. Oh. Wow.
It's delightfully intense.
And magically delicious.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, that is like, but if you take that extra second, try and hold it as long as you can, you do get so many other like really
Wow.
great flavors in there. You get the cherry comes through. I
Yeah.
think there is still that cinnamon spice like that you were talking about. I think that's in there.
Yeah.
It's down a couple notches, but it's under that fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just crazy delicious. Wow. But man, it is strong. Like that is just
I'm loving it.
We definitely made the right choice on the one to end with.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
were
yeah.
unanimous
We
with
could
that.
debate on the middle
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I
Whoa.
honestly, if I had to start the lineup again, I would have gone vine, apricot, cherry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is
The key
powerful.
is yeah. Wow, that is.
Yeah. This is an ale with strength. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Ale with strength. This should be Vlad the Impaler.
This ale
it's-
really grabs you by the cherries.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
good.
that is, wow.
This one you're not going to power down anytime soon. It's a sipping ale.
Yeah, you can just you hold it in there and you can feel your tongue going like, no, I
Yeah.
can't do it anymore.
Yeah. Actually, my eyes instantly start to like get that close and tear up a little.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Wow, that is really delicious.
Yeah.
though. Man, that
It
is
is.
good. You get all those things.
Oh yeah. Like I can almost picture like just a tart piece of cherry pie, the sweet pastry, and then just like a glass of this with it.
Ooh.
And it just seems like it'd be a great balance because it's like sweet and sour and
Yeah.
You know what? You know what this almost reminds me of? A little rhubarb
Oh yeah.
kind of thing
Yeah.
going on in there.
Yeah.
It's that kind
There's
of
something, yeah, another note.
It's that kind of vegetable tart kind
Yeah,
of thing going
yeah.
on in there too, like along
Yeah.
with that cherry. There's notes of that. Wow. Wow.
I mean, if you want an intense sour ale, this is the way to go. Those sour cherries, I think, just add the extra depth. Take this to the next level on sourness. So, cheers to you guys. Cascade knows what they're doing. And
Yeah.
honestly, you guys might disown me for this, but I might actually say that I like them better than Russian River.
Wow.
So you're going to take this over the consecration?
Consecration's damn good, but
I think that would be the only one that I have enjoyed. And it's like neck and neck. But
Yeah.
that one, because of the Pinot, or was it Pinot Noir or the
I thought it
Cab
was
barrels
Cab,
or
Cabernet.
whatever that extra wine complexity that
Right.
was in there was pretty amazing.
here's why I'm willing to concede this.
We could actually have this shipped.
Right. They're willing to ship it here, and B, they hand filled these bottles for us. I think they took the extra step.
Well, no, we didn't go to Russian River and ask
we
them to fill
didn't,
us.
but
I don't think they would.
did email Russian River, and they did say "F you, buddy." You know. Well, in less words, but
Or more words.
maybe more.
Hopefully more words.
Hopefully more.
Hopefully you've consolidated.
Yeah.
Did you consolidate
I
it?
did.
I paraphrased.
I trimmed it back.
Hey, I'm interested in making a purchase. Screw you.
Yeah. It was more like, well, unfortunately, we're not able to ship to your area. Well, thank you very much. Good day.
But
Guess
who
what?
but who will ship to our area?
I got Cascade.
Well, thanks to Bud, but you said they'll actually ship.
They
though.
will.
Okay.
And I might, at this point, I might be willing to concede, hey, guess what? Holidays are here. You might get a little gift or something. Send me some Cascade Ale. I'll,
if you're looking for a gift.
yeah.
If you're looking to get Eric something for Christmas,
This is it right here.
You can stuff Eric's very big stocking
With Cascade.
Cascade. Yeah, all of these have been insanely delicious.
Yeah.
I think it's real close. It would just depend on how far I wanted to go, but the
Right.
apricot and this one are really neck and neck for
Yeah.
me, just because it just depends on the mood I'm in. And
Yeah.
that would really be the only differentiating factor. Do I want something that's got a little more punch because of
Right.
either the mood I'm in, what I'm eating,
Sure.
whatever, or do I want something that's a little bit softer but still has that great sour flavor? So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
we always kind of talk about like what kind of choice we would go for. It'd be
Right.
very close. Yeah, it would be neck and neck.
Well, this would be a good
I would-
one for at end of the meal, because you are going to sip this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Savor it a little bit more, or just time when you're just doing something like this, where you're sitting around chatting.
Yeah.
And especially with a beer that costs this much, it is having the nice sippable quality to
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
you know,
true.
The other one, like you said, you could probably be done with it and be like,
Oh, yeah.
crap.
There,
Yeah.
I would have powered through that apricot
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
You could have drank that all yourself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
even the vine I could power through.
Yeah, your
Real
tongue would be
fast.
numb. about
Yeah.
a third of the way through this one.
It'd be
But-
comfortably numb, as Pink
Yeah.
Floyd would say, though.
Yes, correct, absolutely. But this one here, you know, I'm gonna split with a buddy, and we're gonna sip it for a while. We're not just gonna, you know, you can't just tear through this one. Although Keith,
I know
Oh,
Keith
yeah.
was
But
faster
I had
than
a
us.
smaller
The-
amount.
You had a little
yeah,
slightly
but
smaller glass.
you know what? Let me just clarify.
Ooh.
Out of all the beers we tasted today, that is the first one that you just powered through.
Well, it's also I know it's the last one we're having today.
yeah,
And-
So you think?
And, and I'm feeling competent enough. so I did
So what
not
it-
mind finishing that.
So now, for you, like I said, we always get into this.
Right.
Did you have a favorite of the three that we had? All being good. So
yeah.
which one like rose above?
I would pick that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That
Is that the same for you as well?
I would agree. In terms of complexity, overall flavor, and just overall tartness and sourness, it's my top pick. Apricot's a close second, and the vine falls to a far behind third.
the apricot, yeah,
Still
that's-
very good.
is
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Summer day for
Yeah.
me. Like the apricot just speaks to me like spring or summer, or
Yeah.
you know, more than that. This you could drink this. I think not that you can drink any of them any time of the year, but
Right.
this one, yeah.
I think this would work good for winter time, even fall time, you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
And you know what's interesting is like after it's kind of opened up a little bit and mellowed out, I do get a little hint of that kind of spicy cinnamon,
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
kind of just
Makes you think of winter.
yeah.
And if that
definitely.
was too overpowering, I wouldn't like it, because you can easily overdo cinnamon. But
Sure.
that whatever that is in there, and wherever it came from, it's just like a
Yeah.
perfect little accent, I think.
Yeah, it's real close for me.
Yeah.
like it's like, yeah, that would be almost like deciding between my children or something like that. I mean, that's like how close it would be, though. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, just depending on the day. Like,
yeah.
right now, I'm probably almost leaning toward the apricot, just because I like the little bit of the softer
Sure.
note that was in there. But I love this quite a bit too. So it really would just completely be the mood I'm in.
Yeah.
It's splitting hairs.
I definitely think like apricot for me would be more spring or summertime.
Yeah.
A little warmer day, I could sit outside. But, you know, sitting in front of the fireplace or something with this.
Yeah. This
Done.
time of year, this really
Yeah.
hits a spot. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
have to agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, even think about like if you had a nice Thanksgiving dinner and you finish it off with one of these, you'd be pretty damn happy.
And on that note, thank you once again to Eric for bringing these beers to us. This has been
Yeah.
amazing as always, as well as your company. This has always been great. I
Well,
appreciate it very much.
No,
Always
yeah.
a pleasure to stop by. Thank you guys. I actually look forward to these times. It's nice because I think we're all similarly minded in beer tastes, and even if we're not, we're able to discuss it open-mindedly.
That's right. Well, and your passion for the sour definitely has, taken us on a whole new course this year. So
I'm
it's been
glad
good.
I could share
It's
it. You know, it's one of those things. The minute I tasted them, I was very passionate about and willing to share that with everyone. You know, and not everyone agrees, and I'm good with that.
That makes the world go around.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you once again. We'll have more Give It a Shots coming up next week. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.